What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC for you guys today. And today we're going to try out Once Human. Now, it actually ran pretty decently on the Steam Deck and ran very well on the LIX. But this one can be a wild card. Technically, the GPU and the CPU are pretty decent, but its lack of VRAM kills it every time. It can't even technically get to 4 gigs because you got to remember, Windows uses a little. If I use like OBS, I'm sure that uses a couple hundred. So I'd probably only have like right around 3.2 of actual usable VRAM. But maybe this game's not a big VRAM hog, even though it looks halfway decent. But hey, I guess there's only one fight out. I gotta wait for it to finish transferring. I completely forgot to download it last night. Although, easy to forget when you don't have it hooked up 24/7. It's usually just unhooked and sitting in a nice little spot where it doesn't get dusty or, you know, all messed up. But anyway, luckily you guys don't have to wait, but I have to probably wait like 20 minutes, 30 minutes or something like that. This thing's Wi-Fi isn't the best. I should have just hooked it up with the, actually I still can. Once I turn off the controller, I'm gonna go hook it up with the Ethernet cord. Why the hell not? Well, either that or I'll go chill and just watch some YouTube. We shall see. But either way, you guys don't have to wait. Well, unfortunately, this game doesn't want to cooperate with OBS. It's just a black screen no matter what. Tried restarting the computer and all sorts of shit, and I can't get it to show us a picture. So we're just going to have to kick it old school, go back to camera only for a few computers. Hopefully, Relive and Shadowplay will at least work. But we're going to try 1080p first. We're just going to try it on the high presets. Probably going to run like absolute dookie, but we're going to try it anyway. And alright. Obviously, if I go too quick, you can give the thing a pause, but I think that's good. Why don't we get ourselves into the game? Let's see how she runs. Well, alright, here we are in the game. And yeah, I wasn't expecting it to run good, but even since we're not recording, we don't even have anything hurting its FPS. This is all it. You know, we can only get like 24 FPS. Now, some people might not give a shit and be totally fine with that, but I don't know too many people that would be okay with it dropping down to 10 like that. But hey, we're still going to get a little gameplay because I'm not everybody. Some people might still consider this completely playable in their opinion. So I want to at least get a little bit of gameplay like this. But we are also at 3.9 gigs of VRAM, so I do not think we're going to have a pleasant experience here. It's probably going to start doing that stuttering thing real quick here. But who knows, maybe it won't. We don't even know if that's due to VRAM, because one time it happened when it was at like 2.7 gigs, and it was still doing it. And I've had hardware info in the back, you know, recording. And we're not recording, but just seeing temperatures, and never had anything in the red, so at least if there doesn't seem to be anything, you know, overheating, unless it's some sensor that doesn't like exist that Windows can't see. Just make sure like I didn't make any animals start following me. Not animals, but weird zombie-looking creatures. Anyway, though, let's go drop it down to 900p in medium settings now. Now we're going to do 900p in medium settings. So now that we've seen the resolution, oops, hit the wrong button. We got it on medium graphics now. And all right. Why don't we now go see if it's more playable now? Hopefully we can at least stay above 30 FPS. And we can't blame it on OBS, because OBS ain't working. So this is just the thing completely unadulterated here. So, let's get back to the game. Alright, well it seems like it still can't quite stay above 30 all the time, but we're a lot closer to playable FPS now. Oh, there's a deer. Alright, I guess it doesn't really want to kill me. I figured everything in this game wants you dead, so I was like, okay, nope, it sees me. Does it want me dead? No. Alright, then I want to attack you. Because I don't really need food right now. If I really needed food, we could kill it. Alright, I can't drop down in this game. I will die. Yeah, this is much better. I still think it'll drop under 30 here and there, but this is much better than before anyway. Oh, here we go with that crappy frame time shit that it does. So now it's not great anymore. It was doing alright for a little while there. If I drop down there, I'll probably hurt myself. Hopefully there's a way to drop down over here where I won't. Because last time I jumped from a little height, it said I like broke my ankle or something like that. Alright, somehow I managed to not completely injure myself. I think that was mostly just dumb luck. But anyway, I think that's plenty. Let's go try to tone it down to 720p and low and see what that does. Well, the game randomly, not even the game, the computer randomly just decided, hey, no more Wi-Fi. It like overheated it or something and just shut it off. I thought the game decided to do a server update or something right then, but nope. It was my computer's fault. So we got it hooked up with the cord now. So that shouldn't be a problem. We're going to play at 720p, low now. I already restarted it and everything like it wants you to. And it did the shaders and all that. So long as we don't go over the memory limit, we shouldn't have any stutters due to that. Unless it's just a bad game, but I haven't really seen too much stuttering due to the game being bad. It's just been, stuff can't quite handle it completely. Like this. Or the Steam Deck when it was running a little bit too much for it too. But anyway, let's get into the game. Well, here we go with some low gameplay now. We definitely seem to be getting decent-ish FPS. Huh, somebody made theirs like on water. That's cool. I'm supposed to make me one of those little camps, but I haven't found myself a suitable location I like yet. Kind of want to make one away from everybody else. Oh. Nope, here we go with the frame time skips, but I don't think that's the game. I think that's something in this. That's something in this thing. And that we've written up to the 3.5 gigs of RAM too. But I've seen it do this even when it's using like 2.2 to 2.7 gigs of VRAM. So I don't think this is from a VRAM. I think there's something in here that's like either caching improperly, or maybe the SSD is overheating and just not telling me, because hardware info says it never gets in the red. So if nothing's in the red, I wouldn't assume it would throttle. Again, unless there's hidden sensors that thing's not seeing. That could always be. Hey, we still can't stay over 60 the whole time, though. But I'd still say the frame rate's pretty playable for a system like this. And they're still very low, which might get you over 60. But even that might, still drop down into the 50s, especially while it's doing whatever it is this is. Still trying to figure that out. I wish I had, like, concrete evidence on, oh, yeah, it's just that thing. All you have to do is, oh, and there we go. I fixed it and helped everybody out. And like I always say, maybe it's just mine that does this. Maybe this isn't an issue with anyone else's system. Maybe it's since I modified it or something. Although I swear it did this beforehand, too. There's another guy's little base. I wonder if people can PK you in this game. I guess I didn't really think about that. Could be like Rust, and somebody could just like see me and go, oh, I'm going to go hunt the noob. Hopefully not, though. Here's a car. Oh, I think that's an enemy, not a person. I was going to say, is that a person? But no, I think that's like a zombie thing. Oh no, it's just a scarecrow. But is it really? You die now. Ow. Stop being alive. Alright, well, at least now I know there are enemies out here. I was gonna say, I swore there was another one. Missed. There we go. Cool, at least I can get my arrows back as long as I actually hit something. Definitely don't want to fight that thing yet. That one's probably way stronger than the one I fought earlier in the, what do you call it, tutorial. Well, if it wasn't for the stutters, or frame time skips, it would be pretty playable. I'd prefer a constant 60 as always, but you can't always get that on systems like this in the Steam Deck and the Ally. It's just not reasonable to always expect that. Anyway, I think that is plenty of camera recorded gameplay. Well, that's all we got in this system. I'm just so used to saying it, but that's all for gameplay. So I'd say, let's go wrap the video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Once Human on the FIREBAT Mini PC. Now, it didn't do so hot at 1080p. Wasn't really expecting it to. Very rarely can this thing play a reasonably new game at 1080p with high settings. It doesn't have the VRAM for it. 900p was a lot better, but still you're going to drop under 30 here and there, I'm sure, during the game. Especially if yours is like mine, starts doing that weird stutter crap. Yeah, it wasn't because of the server. It was plugged in with a cable this time. I'm sure you guys can see it going outside my bedroom over to my router. I pretty much just got myself like a 25-foot cord when this thing's Wi-Fi decides to be garbage. I should have used it right from the get-go, but completely forgot. Online games suck on this thing. The other one doesn't seem to mind. It's got like some little rabbit ears or whatever, so it seems to do a lot better with like ping and downloads and all that stuff. This thing is more like a laptop. It just has its like little Wi-Fi antennas just kind of taped to its plastic chassis, so it doesn't really work the best. Works way worse than most laptops I've seen, actually. Anyway though, still, at low, if you can deal with whatever the frame time skips are, and maybe yours doesn't do that, it was getting playable FPS. 40 to 70 FPS, depending on what you're doing and where you are. In this particular area, I don't know how massive this game is, but I'm sure there's harder to run areas than this. But still, if what you saw here was playable, go ahead and give this game a try. It seems pretty interesting for a freebie, but anyway, that's all I got for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.